I think there's a feeling that their time came when they needed the state, and that the state in a lot of cases isn't there for them. And one thing that does happen when you have a child with disabilities, you meet other people with children with disabilities and you maybe understand a bit more what's going on with them. And it's the one thing that you get from all those people is that they are desperate. They're terribly desperate, and they'll nab you wherever they can to tell you their stories, and they all have awful stories about just trying to get some help and trying to get anyone to listen to them and everything. And I suppose when you are more tuned into it, you do kind of tend to think there are hundreds of thousands of people out there who are really desperate, and they're so caught up in the day-to-day firefighting of their situations, a lot of them, that they're not the kind of people who have time to kind of march on the Dáil or give out or whatever, and they're just, most of them are just getting on with it, But I think the situation in general, it would be fair to say that a lot of those people feel really abandoned, and they feel that they're people who've, paid their taxes all their lives, they work very hard and everything, and then I think there's a feeling that their time came when they needed the state, and that the state in a lot of cases isn't there for them. And it's a complex situation, I know, but you have a situation where it has been farmed out. Okay, so in a lot of cases the state has farmed this out to these agencies. We know more and more that a lot of these agencies aren't possibly doing this job as efficiently and as effectively as they might do. I mean, our own situation is that if we weren't able to kind of access services ourselves, basically, our daughter she's in a great school and they're fantastic, and we had to go to war to get resource teaching for her, because she would have been entitled to very little, because there's a situation called they basically grade them like potatoes, like how are you disabled enough to need help. And so I look at my daughter, she's a great kid, she's very bright, and she, all of that, but she has Down syndrome, so she's always going to need help. But basically they look at her, they do this test, and so she comes out mild, right? And yeah, maybe she's at the mild end of the spectrum, but I mean, compared to you or me, she's not mild. She has a disability, so therefore then she's entitled to, she's 6 now, she's entitled to no services whatsoever. And I think that's a bit of a, I don't know, to me that's not right.